How's it going there, guys? James here from Butler Farms on an absolutely gorgeous Sunday afternoon. You know, here in central Alabama, if you weren't careful, you would think very quickly that fall is upon us. It's just wonderful. There's so many things out here that I could get done. Awesome breeze blowing, good and cool, low humidity. We're gonna have some cool weather this week. But living here in central Alabama, I can promise you that summer's not done. No matter what the calendar says, there's going to be some more heat, but we're going to enjoy this while we can. But right now, I did want to come to you. I've had several questions here lately about where I've been. Several people ask about the garden and cleaning it up and getting it ready for greens and those kind of things, and they've been asking about the pumpkins. So I was just going to bring you a quick update on that. And explain to you why you hadn't seen much of me here lately. But let's look at the winter squash first and see. Don't mind my nasty shop here. Remember, winter time is when I clean everything up and put everything away. So here are some of the Seminole pumpkins that I grew. They are unbelievably hard. They have cured very well. These are some of the ones that were still green, but I had to get out of there. And you can see that there's no sign of rot. They've dried out beautifully. They're not soft in any way up at the neck. All three of those were like that. Same thing for the butternut squash. They are just as hard as they can be. No dent, no fingernail at all. So I'm real pleased with that. It's not as heavy a harvest as I want, but it's still, you know, something that we can work with this year. Now, these I didn't have a lot of hope for. You can see that those did not cure. I will not keep that. Obviously, it is time for me to move them in the house. It's been almost 2 weeks since I put them up here to cure, and you know, they're here in the shade inside my shop. They're open to air, so they're not hurting anything, but I am going to get them in the house pretty quickly now that they are completely cured. And you can see those down there that are curing as well. They're already, let me let that go by. As you know, I live on a road that leads to a lake, and everybody's it's not a lake that you can really boat in and things like that, but it's got a lot of green area around it, and so we have a lot of traffic, especially on the weekends, as they are going back and forth to the lake. But so you'll have to ignore the road noise. We have to, but we are so that's the story on the winter squash, and excited about that. Going to try to do better next year and see what we can do. Now, about the videos that I was supposed to make about cleaning up the garden, I'm just going to be perfectly honest with you. I pulled a stunt last weekend out here in the yard that has injured my foot, and I went about a week on it trying to deal with it myself. It was not going away, so I finally broke down. Also watching some dogs out here to make sure they don't get in the road, but I finally broke down on Friday and went to the doctor, and they had to do some procedural work on it, and it was rather painful, but at the same time, within the day, I finally had some relief, and everything's on the mend. But for the next 5 to 7 days, I can't get it dirty. I've got antibiotic cream on it, and I'm also having to take an antibiotic, so I can't get in the garden right now. I just can't risk getting it dirty and getting it infected, especially with the little procedure they did on Friday. So there's not going to be a garden update or a garden clean out video until I can get this foot healed up. It's just it is what it is, and I can't you know, take that risk. I can't afford to let it get in. I almost let it go too far this time, being hard-headed like I am. But it is on the mend. It's looking good. Everything's healing, and I'm gonna give it the time it needs, just simply so that I don't have further issues with it later on in life. And that's a smart thing to do. I'm not generally given a lot of credit for being too smart, but that is the smart thing to do. And I think my my parents and my wife are finally convincing me to go get it checked out. So, but that's the kind of the update. There's not a lot really going on, just enjoying this weather, still putting up the stuff from our summer harvest and getting ready for the fall. I'm still going to try to get some greens in the ground. I've still got time. I know some people around here are already planting, but I know the hot weather's not gone for good, so I'm not you know, I'm not stressing about it yet. I do want some greens, and if worse comes to worse and I don't get them planted this fall because I'm gonna take care of this foot first, then that'll just be the way it is. But that's where I'm gonna leave you. I just wanted to give you a little update of what's been going on. I hadn't talked to you in a little while, and like I said, some people were asking about the winter squash, and I just wanted to kind of also talk to you about where those videos were that I promised. They're coming, but they may be delayed a little bit. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share every chance you get, and tell a friend. Let's keep growing and get outside and enjoy this weather. It looks like across a lot of the nation we're getting a lot of cooler weather, and some breaks in the heat. I watched some football yesterday and couldn't believe some of the temperatures at those games. It's just, I mean, it's fall is right around the corner, so maybe this will stick around. We'll see. So we'll leave it right there, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that thumbs up button. Until next time, God bless you. We love you. This is James from Butler Farms, and we'll be seeing you.